Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. How is everybody? Saturday night, Saturday night, right? Saturday night. I finally made it. Hi. Wait, TNT is there. Louisiana. Everybody's so excited. I guess everybody's doing something else tonight, or YouTube is fucking with the people signing in, right? And Calgary. Oh my God, Calgary. Hi, guys. I'm trying to like check my hair. Look, I have to do this while I'm on camera. Who knows what my hair looked like, right? Hola, hola, hola. How is everybody? Super fun? Okay, Medford, Oregon. Okay, wait, Bedford. I'm thinking of It's a Wonderful Life. I'm going right there. Colorado. Hi, you guys. Yay, I'm on. I finally made it. I'm like, I made it. Kitchener, Canada, Ontario. I know it well. Ontario, second Ontario. Somewhere Texas, Kansas, somewhere California. I'm like, wait. Vegas, Wisconsin. Okay, Vegas, Florida. SoCal. I'm in SoCal. SoCal. Um, yeah, I was out in SoCal. Dayton. It's good. It's good. Okay, Seattle. I know Seattle well. Tucson. Somewhere PA, Portland. I know Portland, Arizona, Tucson, New Jersey, of course. Honduras, I know that. Massachusetts, West Texas. Philly, PA, somewhere Athens, Pennsylvania, New Zealand. I don't know New Zealand. I mean, I haven't been there. Cool. Flint, Michigan, know it well. Hi, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm super excited because as I move into the camera again for the umpteenth time. Okay, like I'm having a bad hair day today. Okay, well, whatever. We can't fix it. It is what it is, right? I need my sunglasses to stick on my head to stop my hair from going bananas. Okay, so can you see this? Does it like look weird? Kind of. Okay, we're gonna play with my hair till we get going, right? Hold on, I'll be right back. Ah. Okay, now it's like I've been hiking. There we are. See, hiking hair. I had hiking hair because I didn't really wash it. So I need to put my sunglasses on so my hair would look like normal. Okay. So weird. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like, I look at it and I can't see it. Okay. So my reporter on the street, no, she's my friend, Libra Lori. She just told me, like, seriously, I missed it. I've been waiting like an entire month for this to happen. She just told me that there was like a car chase and the police took the guy down. The police took the guy down near Studio City. The guy didn't have a mask on, of course, because he was in his car. And what kind of weirdo wears a mask in their car? Sorry, I'm being serious. Like, don't get mad at me. No more nurses pop up here and tell me, I'm a nurse, you could die. I don't want to hear it. I don't care if I die. So understand that, and neither does the guy in his car. And then the police didn't have their masks on. So I'm like, oh my God, no masks on either side. But I wanted to see the car chase. More importantly, I missed these high-speed police chases. You have to live in Los Angeles to understand it, because what they do is you have a reporter on the air and somebody up in the sky, and they're like, there's a car going down the 210 freeway to the 110 to the 57 to the whatever, and they're following them, and the car's going in and out. Then you'll see the guy crash the car, get out of the car, run off the freeway. Let me see. No sign. I'm not fucking using masks. I'm not doing it. They can bite my ass again. And I get these comments. I know. I know the low speed Bronco chase with OJ Simpson pulling his drama queen shit, right? I'm going to kill myself. Well, then do it, please. Like, we're done. That's what I kept screaming at the TV. Fucking do it. No mask, my body, my choice. I know. I got this terrible email from a few people, and they're like, you don't understand if you don't wear a mask. No, I understand and I don't care. How about that? They can't handle that. They're like, you need to educate yourself. How about this? You need to educate yourself because my education is different than yours and I think differently. So there you go. And they won't accept it. They're like, well, my family member is a nurse. I don't fucking care who your family member is. I don't care if your family member is the Pope, the head of the hospital, whoever. I don't care. So it's kind of interesting because they try to do it and it's to manipulate the conversation. Should be no skin off your back whether I wear a mask or not. Because if you're wearing your mask, then you don't need to worry about me and my mask. Right? And they're like, you just don't understand. I love it. It's so condescending. And then some bitch says to me on there, she goes, she was in her 50s and she goes, I'm this and I know. And I'm like, dude, I'm right behind you in age, like by 3 years. So whatever. It's those people, it's very condescending. You can say we're going to disagree, but it's so condescending. People have to learn how, I've noticed they have to learn how to talk. That's why I'm aggressive in people's faces because I don't want to hear. I just don't want to hear it. I don't care. I'm at an age now where I really don't care what you think. And if you're going to arrest me for it, like, you know, I may go on a car chase without my mask on and hope the police pull me over without their masks on. Whatever. Yeah, exactly. So hold on, I'm looking. Okay, no more oh God. All right. Okay, Lori sending me this shit. I look at my message, I'm like, what? Okay, somebody said no, they announced plans to invest in, oh my God, Starbucks. I can't hear this, I'm in denial. This is where I'm in denial, but I guess I'm gonna have to take a stand with this. No more Starbucks for me, in came the message from whoever this came from. Came from Lori, but she got it from someone else. They announced plans to invest $130 million in a roasting factory in China, creating jobs for China. That's nice. There's Perth, Ontario. I know where that is, just because I'm from Ontario. So Starbucks are being a bunch of bastards and taking their beans out of their country. I had Starbucks. I haven't. Oh my God, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I love Starbucks. No, Starbucks is good. I'm probably addicted to it and I need a support therapy group. Do you realize everything that we get? Stella! Do you realize it is crap to take all the stuff? We need Tim Horton. I know they don't have Tim Horton on the West Coast at all. They don't have it. I don't even know if they have it in the States. Do they? Or is it just Canadian? I just remember it from Canada. But the problem is 99. Okay, we pay $6 to $9 a cup. Jeez. I know, I love my Starbucks. I've got problems. Well, as soon as they start that factory up, I'm out of there. Okay, so maybe I can petition the guy. But here's the problem. So many, I've had conversations. Tim Hortons is in Canada. Yeah, I think it is only in Canada. It's good coffee though. Oh, Michigan has Tim Hortons. It's Pete's Coffee. I'm not a huge fan of Pete's. I mean, you know what I like? I like any coffee, truth be told, but it's just easy for me to drive like just right next to my house and go through the drive-through. And it's my treat before I go exercise because otherwise I'd be a fat potato chip eating slob in bed all day. No offense to people who do that, but I would be one of them. Right. People to stop spending their money. I know. There's a lot of stuff out of China though. Amazon pretty much creates everything in China. I like Death Wish coffee. Do you guys know Death Wish coffee? Because I have a death wish with coffee. So check out Death Wish coffee, okay? It's good. Go on somewhere and check out Death Wish. I'll show you their thing. I like that coffee. That coffee is good. I like a lot of coffees. But you know, I mean, really, I just have a mental problem driving through Starbucks. Yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting to say the least, but whatever. And I don't need to be like one of those people that's like, I don't like Starbucks. I need something different. I pretty much drink coffee out of 7-Eleven if it was there, but it's just not there. Okay. Let's see. I want to show you. Here we are. This is Death Wish coffee. See, they want you to die drinking coffee, and I'm all for that, just for the moment that you're drinking the coffee. So I find it interesting anyway that lady, what's her name, in the meat suit is having that concert. They're really, like, it's almost funny to see what they're doing. So when you can see people's energy, at least they're honest. Yeah, exactly. Community coffee. I love blueberry Red Bulls. Well, I drink that, but I might end up in jail if I drank that because I'm a little bit hyper. Florida was on the loose at the beaches. Good for them. I'm glad. Do you know how many people go, you don't understand. You know what? Here's the thing. What I'm going to do now, this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to tell people, well, I'm telling you guys I haven't been, but I'm going to tell people I've been tested and I don't have the virus. And I'm going to tell them that I don't have anything that I can spread to them. How the fuck are they going to know? And I'm not going to be tested for this virus. You're not sticking anything in my nose. I'm not peeing in a cup. You're not sticking it up my hoo-ha. I'm just not doing these things. I'm done with doing those things. That's it. I'm not doing it. I don't care. But see, I want you guys to see something. And then I got something really weird to tell you that I just happened upon. Okay, so like in our society, the way I look healthy, oh, that's because I slept today and I ate a bunch. I'm kind of fat right now. I'm 10 pounds up. Don't tell people that I'm 10 pounds up. I gained 10 pounds in a month. Who does this while they're exercising every day? Me. Because you know what? I love fudgesicles, truth be told. I've been eating bread. I haven't eaten bread in like maybe once a month, but I've been eating bread. So when I finish doing these, oh no, I'm not saying I'm fat. I'm just saying fatty here, gained 10 pounds. I did. So I can't fit into my jeans. No, I was down. And I know sugar. Are you talking to me with the sugar? Okay, weight weighs. Okay, now just hold on a second. I got to have this argument with people. Everybody says weight weighs more than fat, or muscle weighs, weight, duh. Fat weighs more, muscle than, muscle weighs more than fat. But here's the thing, 5 pounds is 5 pounds. 5 pounds of feathers looks a certain way and 5 pounds of bricks looks another way. So it's the distribution of weight. It's not that they're different weights, because 5 pounds is 5 pounds, right? So thank you for that. I just saw something. Oh, there. Thank you so much. Let's see what you say here. Oh, I'm being sent messages. Oh, Stella, thank you. You're saying you love Stella. Okay. How do you say your name? Arciela, I think, but I'm terrible at names because I'm Canadian and we don't have any like texture when we're speaking. As far as our names go, we don't have any texture. But I've been eating bread and I've been eating eggs, but I eat eggs anyway. I just don't eat the bread. I just usually eat vegetables and the eggs, like broccoli and the 2 eggs. Like it's very boring in menopause because I don't even drink, but I do sneak the jelly beans. A little dog dropped some jelly beans off for me yesterday and I may have eaten those. I may have to send some back to the dog's mommy. That's what I'm saying, because I may have eaten them. Oh, we have a troll again. I keep buffering bad. There we go with the trolls. I'm hip to the trolls now. The trolls can do what they want because I pretty much figured, oh my God, Gavin Newsom's house. Let's look at this. Gavin Newsom's house. Okay, here's what I want everybody to do in California, should you live in California. Our governor, Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi's nephew, that guy, with the perfect haircut and the perfect eyebrows and the makeup on while he doesn't wear a mask. Okay, so if you're not wearing a mask and you're speaking to your people, okay, if you're speaking to your people, you should wear a mask. Who's doing your hair? Who's plucking your eyebrows? Weirdo. And okay, so Gavin Newsom's address, according to this, now I don't know where this house is located. I'm going to actually have to put the address in here. Gavin Newsom's address is 7640 Tobia Way, Tobia Way. That's somewhere in California. I'm going to see where that is. But look at this bitch's house. There you go. I mean, you can see the top. It's an aerial view. So I don't know what to say about that, except I got to put this address in. I'm going to put it in my map thing and see where this is. But I think we should really all go, like, drive a visit. That can't be right. He cannot live in Van Nuys. That makes no sense. The governor does not live in Van Nuys. That can't be right. 7640. Sorry, put the wrong address in. I'm like, 7640. I don't see where it is, but that's his address. Is it in Malibu? Okay, so he's in Malibu, wherever. Where is he getting his haircut? Sacramento? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's up in the spaceship, okay? Maybe he's up there somewhere, whatever. But anyway, I want to know who does his hair and who does his eyebrows, because we can't get it done, but these bitches that sit in front of our TV, and I am calling them bitches. I'm calling you hypocritical bitches when you run a state, run a government, go on TV, throw fear in everybody. Here's fear, throw it. I don't have fear, shoot me. This is what I'm going to say. When you do, I know I need a pedicure. I had to cut my toenails today, but my flower, I'd show you my flower. I just can't get my leg up there right now from after hiking, so I can't get it up there. But I still have the flower on my toe, but I have to change the color because I got to do it, I think, silver, gunmetal gray. I don't need a wax because I don't wax. However, Vanessa bought a waxing machine, says it works. So go look for those online. So try that because my friend said that. But anyway, these bitches, and I'm calling them bitches, okay? I'm calling them bitches. Oh, there's going to be a protest on the mansion on Friday. I'm in. Thank you for the super chat, you guys, or super sticker. I'm never quite sure. I feel like these bitches, and I'm going to keep saying it, they are fucking bitches. And that's my word for them. And if they don't like it, that's their problem. But you cannot tell your people when you rule a country, a state, a neighborhood, a town, that they can't do this, but we can. Because when you're standing there without your mask, and I don't care if you're at a press conference, you want me to get a mask to go get my kids some eggs or to go in and get some toilet paper, which I can't get to begin with, right? So you want me to do that. So what is that about? And then we got Garcetti, running around the same way, and they're both coughing, but of course they don't have, there's my nails. They're both coughing, but they don't have their masks on, and they don't have the whatever it is that's going around. I mean, please, what are you doing? I don't care what you say. Who died and left you, boss? We didn't even really elect you people. We're not even given a choice. And energetically, if you look at the energy of these people, it's very much to keep you down here. So don't ever listen to, literally don't listen to them. Just look at them and go, uh-huh. Like that. I mean, what are they going to do if you say that? Seriously, what are they going to do? If you go to a press conference and they can throw you out. They can definitely throw you out of the press conference. And so who fucking cares? Who are they? I know Fauci loves Hillary Clinton. Yeah, well, Fauci or whatever, I can't say his name. Anthony Fauci, whatever. His fucking name, whatever it is. He's something else. And so is that other guy, Bill Gates. He's something else. And I find it fascinating because they go on the media now and they're like, right-wing conspiracy theorists. Well, I'm a Canadian conspiracy theorist. Doesn't make you wrong. And conspiracy, once again, was a CIA operative word to basically put into the minds of people so that when you said something that was truth, they could label you conspiracy theory, and they called you fucking crazy. Now, if you guys remember, I don't remember this guy's name. He's like 87, but it was the Canadian Defense Minister. For you Canadians out there, you know who I'm talking about. He's retired Canadian Defense Minister. Blah. Anyway, he said like 4 years ago, or it could have even been 2010, but I got the feeling it was in 2016, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Former Canadian Defense Minister said that he received documentation, and he testified on it, that he received documentation about UFOs. Okay, they called him crazy. Well, he was Peter Heller. There you go. Or Paul Heller, sorry. Exactly. So is he a crazy prick you let have the defense ministry of your country? Or is he speaking truth because he saw documents? He's speaking truth. He saw them, and they want to make him crazy because he's old and retired. He's not crazy. He saw them. Clinton saw them. Obama saw them. They've seen the documentation. I've seen aliens. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I saw them as a kid. I saw them, but they manifested for me dimensionally. My kids saw a spaceship when they were going, it sounds so weird. We were driving into Hollywood down Barham, and there was 5 kids in the car. Only 2 were mine. And there was 3 more we were carting around. And they all saw it. You know that cross when you're going over Barham? There's a cross up there. They all saw it above that. And I have seen a ship, and I'm just going to out myself here like a crazy person, up on the Verdugos facing the 210 side of the freeway. Apparently that freeway, unbeknownst to me, but my friend Jeff told me, that freeway is the most heavily traveled, and I don't know why, UFO corridor in SoCal, going down that 210 freeway. So the whole scan of that, I don't know why, but I literally saw a black saucer like hovering around, hovering around there when I was running down the backside. And you can kind of feel the energy change, but I think they come through. Yeah, the Canadian defense minister, he said it, and people are like, oh, he's crazy. Well, he was running your defense. However, having said that, Canada is pacifist, so they don't like go to war, but they do align with the USA. Apparently, I don't really know if that's true because I don't, but I believe they do. I mean, I haven't seen it in action firsthand, but I believe they do. There's aliens all over the time. Does anybody remember Dr. Bruce Goldberg from back in the 70s? I wasn't like listening to him then. I found him in the 90s. However, Dr. Bruce Goldberg was all over with that, doing his, yeah, see, somebody remembers him. He was talking about it back then, and people way before him, he was talking about it, but he was talking about human beings that come through in human form, in physical human form, but are alien, okay? So alien just means foreign, and how come we're all so arrogant? We think we're the only ones on the earth. We're living simultaneously in different dimensions. Sometimes you wake up and you're somewhere else, and then you're back here. I mean, if I'm gonna be somewhere else, I hope it's a fun place. Yeah, Art Bell, I know, he passed away. I know, that's a shame. There's many people that have seen aliens. I mean, and I've talked to them. Dr. Bruce Goldberg, yeah. Exactly. So how many hours of sleep do you get? Okay, really? About 5. About 5. And sometimes I nap. When do I nap? Well, I didn't nap until last night, but I was up from 3 in the morning all the way through. Thank you guys for all the super chats. I just saw another one go up there. There's orange, 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 yellow. That's how I see them. I'm like, oh, it just went by. But yeah, I don't nap much. I sleep about 5 hours. I can power nap in between. Aliens. There's definitely aliens. Andrew knows this. Andrew's probably an alien. Andrew's not telling us he's an alien. But he is, okay? So there. I'm an alien. I have my resident green card. I'm definitely a fucking alien, okay? I love that my card says alien card. I love that. Like, I love that. Oh, yeah. I have been total many times. I don't know if he was saying that with the aliens. Many times something. I missed the first part. But there are aliens. There's definitely aliens, period. Like, I mean, I've seen them. If people don't see them, it's fine. They don't have to see them. Maybe it's not for them. But when they do see them, you know, and there's good ones and there's bad ones and there's all kinds of different ones. I'm pretty sure what's going on in the world, like with the cult, the blood cult, I think is an alien group of people, hybrid, that have come in with humans. And I think they're doing the alien cult. That's what I think. Okay, call it whatever you want. I'm not saying the names. But here's I'm an alien. I've been told, oh shit. Oh, you have been told that. See, Andrew, you do strike me as that because you think differently. So people who think differently, not in the earth frame mindset, I think are kind of like aliens. So what I found out, thank you for that. Thank you guys. Oh my God, thank you. What I found out today was fascinating, okay? By accident, when I was like bleaching the shower, because sometimes I'll spray bleach. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's as OCD as this, but I have a phobia of being poisoned, okay? So I literally don't want to be poisoned. I don't want poison in my food. You can tell I was killed in a past life from being poisoned, probably for opening my mouth, probably like the Russians. I'm thinking it's like Russian past life where they're fucking poisoning shit and making people eat shit and all of that stuff, right? Anyway, when I'm putting bleach in the shower, I literally cover my face with like an old t-shirt, put sunglasses on so it doesn't splash in my eyes. Past life poison, I swear to God. Because I've had that choking. That's right. I've had that choking on food. That's been mine my whole life. That's why I blended food for a lot of years. Thank you for that. And in fact, and thank you for that. Oh my God, thank you. Somebody from Brampton, Ontario. There you go. I know Brampton. I saw that. Yeah, I think I might have been Russian and I might have been poisoned. I was probably like somewhere in Congress and I opened my mouth and they're like, fuck you. Thank you. There goes the pink one in some foreign monies with an L. And I think it's European, but thank you so much. You guys, thank you. Yeah, my fear was choking since I was little and suffocate. Suffocating when I think about it, but I just don't put plastic bags over my head. I don't play with plastic bags anymore, but I had the food thing. But here's what's so weird. Okay. It's just so weird. So the poisoning, I go in the shower. So I take all my clothes off. I know, because I'm in the shower. But I like to clean when I'm in the shower because I don't want to go back in the shower after and it's always filthy. So I put on sunglasses and I put a shirt over my head. And then I spray the bleach everywhere as I back out of the shower. And then I have to cover my nose because I don't want the fumes getting in. Then I have to let it sit. And then I run out of the bathroom. Thank you guys. So I do that. I do that. And then I go back in when it's safe. So it depends, right? So it goes back in. Let's see. I can't be around bleach. Yeah, I do. I've had issues with bleach at time. Somebody asked me how I keep my teeth white. They're not really white, but how I keep them. I never bleached my teeth because I had braces and they were so, whatever, delicate from them, the enamel. So I don't do any of the teeth bleaching because it makes me crazy. So, but I do use toothpaste and baking soda on my teeth. That's what I do. Thunder Bay, so beautiful. Exactly. Thunder Bay, beautiful. Bleach is strong. Yeah, I do that. Baking soda, toothpaste, absolutely. But, oh, and I'll tell you another tip. So if you get a lot of piercings like I do, I love my piercings. Bleach smells so good. Well, it depends if it's hair bleach or whatever. No, I'm literally putting my sunglasses on though, and I'm naked in the shower. So when people see me, they're like, what the fuck are you doing in the shower? Naked with a towel on your head and sunglasses so you can see. That's who I am when I clean. I am that person. All signs attract crazy people. We're on the prison planet. We're all being crazy. Yeah, I have 2 nose piercings. And I wanted a third one there, a little diamond. But this is my weird side of my face, so I put my 2 here so you would look over here. I'm always, as you get older, oh, I'm a body piercer. Well, I have many, so I love them. But no, you know what, my piercer, Izzy, and of course I love piercings. Izzy is fabulous. She's my piercer here, and she's at Nathan's in Topanga Canyon. And so Izzy always does my crazy piercings and then answers my questions when I think I'm dying from the piercing or it's infected. But here's the secret. Do your eyebrow. I did my eyebrows. So here's the secret with the piercings. If you have an infection, because my nose exploded, the first one I did, exploded when I climbed up to 11,500 feet. So I got it pierced. I hopped out of the piercing shop and went straight on a hike and went straight up to 11,500 feet. And when I got there, people were like, oh my God, what's on your nose? Of course you can't see. And then you got 3 hours to run back down. It took me 3 hours to get back down, from that height to get back down to the parking lot. And so I was like, is my nose ruined? Because I had nothing to see it with, right? So you know what you do? I didn't pierce my eyebrow. It ruins the chakra there. No, I pierced with a specific thing, but I love piercing. So I would pierce everything. Not my boobs though, because I breastfed, and I'm like, if you pierce those, although there are people I know who do that, I'm not opposed to it. It's just I got to get over that initial like boob piercing after breastfeeding, because I just think of babies that are breastfeeding and how that would torture your boobs, like right through the nipple. You'd be like, oh, and then whatever. Anyway, so Izzy and I are working up to that, okay? And then there's the running thing with your shirt. Oh my God. Okay, so no. But I do like dermal piercings and shit, so on the skin, so I like that. But when you have an infection, yeah, oh, did you mean tea tree oil? Absolutely. No, you know Listerine mouthwash, like the yellow, the regular kind? That's what you use. So I would just get that and you just put it around whatever it is. No, I seriously love piercings. My son loves tattoos and I love piercings. He loves piercings and tattoos and I love piercings. Thank you. So you use yellow Listerine in your mouth. In your mouth, the stuff you gargle with, and you put it like when my ears blow up. Because this one, look, this little one fell out. I'm so upset. My spider up here fell out, but I can't put it in that tiny hole because I can't see. But this one blew up all the time, the whole side of my head. In some of my videos, you can see that it's like crazy. No, I don't have any tattoos. Well, I used to have a tattoo, but I tattooed a dot on my face right here 30 years ago and it wore off. Nipples don't hurt. Yeah, I did my own. Good fucking God. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, if you're a body piercer, you know, there's a lot that don't hurt that you think, but the breastfeeding thing was like, Good God, right? My nipples were pierced and then you had a baby. I can't even, because my kid with his little teeth at 7 months, right? And I was just like, mother, when they bite you the first time, you're like, oh my God. I'm not telling you which kid, but you know which kid of mine did that. And they bite and they just think it's funny and they're smiling and they're cooing and you're like, motherfucker, did you just bite me? Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, the Marilyn Monroe piercing down here. I know that's pretty, but you know why I don't do that? Because I have such issues with my teeth. I don't want my gums receding because you just don't. I know they are little sharks with those teeth and they like to grind like this. Oh, yeah. And Keithy didn't do that. We know Jason did that. Yes, he did. And that's the first time I slapped his face. Like my reaction was like, oh, and then he started crying. His little face he'll kill me for saying this. Oh God, he's going to call me if he hears this or one of his friends does and just fucking kill me. But they do when they first get teeth. That's what they first do. But yeah, I don't do the mouth piercings because of my teeth. And when you get older, your teeth start like just really moving and shifting. And every time I put my braces back on where my retainers, out they go again. Because I had the retainer from here to here in the back. And then I kept eating apples. And then it was $80 every time to fix it. And I was like, I can't keep doing this. So that's what I was going to say. Anyway, so I can't do those piercings, or I'd have them. I'd have one here. I mean, I'd have them all over. I find them interesting. And when you're a certain age, who cares? Like when you're younger, no tongue piercing because of the gums. And I have to have a surgery here. I have a huge bone growth thing here. The whole other thing. No, I've had braces 3 times already. And my teeth literally shift back. No, they're kind of bucky here. I got to go do it again. We were talking about this before we went into quarantine. I was going to go have my orthodontist just put them to make them perfect because they've gone out again. Because I have an issue with my teeth, so I have to. Anyway, that's the boring story there. Who cares, right? Just my obsession, my OCD. Yeah, I know. You know what? The breastfeeding, how's your diaper rash? My diaper rash is so fucking good tonight that I'm happily happy. I'm happily happy. But you know what I put on it? I have many retainers for my teeth. Some to keep them when I see them shift. Like this one likes to go bucky buck tooth here. It loves to go out like this, like yeah, no, I love tongue piercings, but I just can't do that right now. But yeah, they're okay, not bad for old, but they were really, really nice when they were perfectly straight, and then they just kept going. And then you have to shave them because you chip them, and I won't do the fake teeth in the front. I just won't do that. I mean, if I have to, I will, but I really don't want to. I just don't want to. I can't. No, I use coconut oil on my diaper rash. That's what I did. I put coconut oil and then I went to sleep, and Vanessa and I went out running this morning, and we're going out with Ben, Vanessa and I tomorrow in the morning, and we're going to do 10 miles. That's what we're going to do. I have many OCD weirdo traits. You have no idea how weird. I'm like a weird freak. But it's okay. I embrace my weird freak and I don't even care. But people have OCD. It's genetic and it's a rewiring of the brain. So it's rewiring the brain chemistry, but it's okay. I also have, and that's why I asked you last night, dental issues, abductions. Oh, dental issues and abductions. I didn't even see your question last night. I have weird bone growths here. Like actually, I should show you, but then you would all like you'd be like, gross. No, I have this, yeah, coconut oil is the best. I use coconut oil constantly in the shower. I have a tub of coconut oil in my shower with my Himalayan rock salt, and I cleanse myself like this, right? All appointments are on my website. I don't even handle it because I can't talk to everybody and I can't change appointments. It's just you have to book them with whatever's open on the website because people talking to me too much about appointments gives me anxiety. Big time. So I can't even do that. I'm just like, I can't. I have bone spurs, a huge one all here, and they've got to cut it off. And I'm so freaked out about it. Apparently it's German and something. And I don't know, but I've got it. No, it looks like I look like prehistoric in my mouth, so I can't do it. Oh God, readings, I cry. That's why I have to really detach from talking to people. And yeah, it's a full-on surgery. They actually chip away. It's like a rock ledge. But like I grind because I get such anxiety. I carry everybody's anxiety and I can't literally, I literally can't even deal with it. So when I talk to people all day long, it stresses me out so much. I'm amazed you can do this show and read and respond to the chat. Yeah, not often, but not often. No, it absolutely gives me anxiety. But coconut oil, yeah, coconut oil in your mouth and just doing it. So when I'm in the shower, here's what I do. Not that anybody cares. Ah, look at my Keithy. I love my Keithy. Look at this message from my little sweet Keithy. I'm going to show you. I'm going to get my ass kicked for this. I love my 6'4", almost 6'5" baby out of my body. Came out of my body. And I'm only almost 5'6". Anyway, look, here's what it says. I'll show you. It says, "Hi, Mom. I love you." Someone loves me. "Hope you're not too bored in quarantine." Like I've been in quarantine. Like he's been in quarantine. No. A lot of people are seeing the pedophiles being arrested. Is that a kid after my own heart? See, there's Dewey. Isn't that sweet? Aw, he's so cute. Isn't he cute? I love him. That's little Keithy. Anyway, he just sent me that. What a nice thing to say. Yeah, I literally use raw coconut oil from Costco because I love Costco. I know it's another evil entity, but I can't help it. They have a huge thing of coconut oil for like $13. I put it in a Tupperware container. I literally step in my shower because I'm that freaking lazy. I haven't taken a bath in probably 25 years because I can't stay focused in the bathtub. It's too much work. I know he's sweet, isn't he? Because they made fun of me for years and thought I was crazy. And so there you go. I know, I love it. He's my other tall. Oh no, both my sons are tall. Jason is like 6'2", but he's the firstborn. Keithy came out super strong. Jason, I was real conservative, like no bleach on my head, no coffee, no harmful anything, just all very healthy vegetables, steamed vegetables, baked potato, all of that, all my vitamins, praying. I had to not exercise for 4 months because they kept thinking he was going to miscarry. And then he came out in the water. Like he didn't break the sack. He stayed in there like the little Klingon he is. And so anyway, he was like, I think he takes after my side of the family. Their older brother was almost 6'5". So Jimmy was the one that passed away, was really tall. And that's my husband's side of the family. And so Keithy's like that. Although I do have some tall people like 6'3" and 6'4". I think it's that combination. Keith got that combination. And Keithy, Jason looks like Jimmy and Johnny, and Keithy does too. But Keithy's got Jimmy's body, but he's wider. Like he's a sturdy, beautifully built kid, like a little Greek god. But don't ever tell him I said that. He's just Keithy. We don't discuss these things. But let's see, typical person born this year of whatever, the horse year. Okay, so coconut. What I do is I put it in my mouth. I take a chunk. It's kind of creepy, but it loosens in your mouth. So when I'm shaving my armpits and whatever other delicate areas, because I don't wax, you know why I don't wax? Not because I'm a hippie or anything, but because when I wax, okay, when I wax it, the wax stains my skin, all right? So it stains it. So I don't wax, but what I do is I shave everywhere, not that I'm admitting where I shave, but I shave everywhere with coconut oil and I put a little bit of soap. That's what I do. And then I put the coconut oil in my mouth. I don't spit it down the drain because it clogs things. So I just spit it into a plastic bag when I get out of the shower, which I have right there, or a coffee cup, an old one, and throw it in the garbage. And then that's what I do. And then before I get out of the shower, I have a shitload of cavities. I was a sugar eater. I have probably 40 cavities in my mouth. Never repeat that. There's British in my background. You know those fucking people in their teeth. Anyway, I wash with I wash with soap, and then I go over my body, and I've shaved everything with coconut oil. Because when you shave, it doesn't leave those blisters. And I just, nose surgery is hard as well. I haven't had nose surgery, so there you go. I shave with coconut oil, everything. That's exactly what I do. I have had nose piercings. And again, some guy smacked me in the face here. I was hiking and this guy, it's a long story. It was a couple of years ago. Anyway, it kind of made my nose weird here. So that's why I put the piercings here. Long story, boring story, but that happened. I will get into fights at times with adult people. No, it wasn't really a fight. It was kind of an accident. But oil pulling is good, and it's good with coconut oil. But here's the thing that anyone rich and famous getting arrested, I hope. Ask Keithy who got arrested. Oh, yeah, good idea. We should ask him while he said it. See, I'm glad when he tells me he loves me. That other one doesn't say it as much. However, deep down, Mr. Non-Speaker does love his mommy. I'm telling him, he's the one that told me to start doing YouTube with his dad. They both did, but Keith showed me how to do some stuff. So I had no idea how to do it. I'm doing YouTube live right now. Who got arrested? I don't know who got arrested now. My people are asking. I'm saying that to my little Keithy. Okay. There, I texted. Okay, so he's so cute, my little Dewey. He was a 9-pound plus baby with a big head. I got hit by a phone. Oh, same thing, messed up your nose. You got hit by a phone in a bar brawl. I've been in some of those when I was younger. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're my people. You guys are my people. Keithy told me, oh, my boys. Keithy is a big, tall Sagittarius. Keithy's a Sagittarius, okay? And Jason is a Cancer. Jason is an Aries rising and a Capricorn moon. And Lila is a Capricorn moon. So Kenna got Lila and Jason and 2 Capricorn moons. And they're off in their own little world. Keithy is a secretive Scorpio moon, conjuncting Pluto, which makes him, that just reflects me, psychic mom, I think. Like you look to the moon for the mom. And then Keithy is a Leo rising. So yeah, Keithy is a cute one. They're both cute. They're both my boys. They're so different. I think Jason looks like his dad. Well, they both do. Jason got my nose, but Keithy got his grandmother's nose. Keithy got it. I can see Grandma Kay in his nose. It sounds weird. When you look at your kids and you see like little bits and pieces of them in there, he kind of has my face. When he was little, we looked just alike, I think. I'll show you Keith's picture. Some of you are on my Facebook. You already know. And I haven't been able to take a picture of him recently because I'm on no paparazzi and no mom and paparazzi picture. I'm not allowed to take pictures with them because I'm too paparazzi. But this is Keith, like, I think this is 3 years ago. This is my good picture of me and Keithy 3 years ago. So that's him. So he would have been 21 then. So that's him. And he was 21. And then this is my picture of Jason and me at 21. Of course, Jason, you know, that's him. Jason is going to be 28. And so I don't have a picture of me and Jason together since that picture when he's 21 because I'm on a no picture taking policy. I'm not allowed to see it, but I do snap pictures of them at a distance. So I have tons of pictures of them. But both of those are them at 21. So they're kind of different looking. Yeah, they're cute. I'm trying to get them here. They said they'd do it. They said they'd come do it. And then when I asked them, they're like, no. They act like I'm the paparazzi and they're, you know, hiding. But anyway, I get videos of them. I do. Okay. So what I found out today, totally separate subject, changing the subject. This was weird because everybody asked me about JFK Jr. People keep talking about Jason. I'm like, la, 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 la. Remember, Jason got his Lila and he got his Kenna. He's going to hate me for saying that too. But look, this is a few years ago too, but there's Lila and me. So Jason got his Lila and his Kenna. And Kenna's real cute. Kenna's a beauty. Yeah, she's super cute. Not allowed to take her picture either. Okay, so anyway, Lila will let me take her picture, my Lila. And, oh God, there we go with Jason as a hottie again. Oh, well, Jason is my Jason. Jason is my chirpy because he chirped like a bird. And Keith's nickname is Dewdrop because he had a big head. And he looked like, I know Lila is my little rascal. Keithy looked like a big dewdrop on a leaf. So I called him Dew, like a dewdrop, because it was just this big head and this little body. And then Jason, when he came out, he was like this. So I called him Chirpy. Doesn't say a word to me now, but he is Chirpy. Yeah, nobody doesn't allow me to snap pictures. Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm not allowed to take pictures with them. I know Lila's beautiful. Lila is my love bug, and I get to see her tomorrow, so I'm very excited. It's my day with my rascal pants, so that's good. Okay, so today I was looking at JFK. Yeah, people ask me if he's alive, right? So I wasn't even focused on that. But here, JFK Jr. is not Q. No, I don't think I don't believe in Q. I think Q is a distraction. I mean, Q exists like the virus exists. But either one of them, I don't even know what to say about it because I don't really follow Q. The pedophile thing, as I've said, I've known about in my own life from personal experience. I've known about the pedophile stuff. But here's what's so freaking interesting. Pizzagate is 100% real. But this is like a weird thing. So I'm just going to tell you this story. And I'm going to get in trouble for telling this story too. But, you know, why have a family if you can't talk to them, right? Talk about them behind their backs. Anyway, I should take pictures with my kids. I know. I don't believe in Q either. I mean, I believe that it exists and I believe that someone's doing it, but I don't believe that it is the way that they say it is. And I was going to say to my boys, I should be taking their pictures so before I age and I look like a troll. Yeah, I think JFK Jr. is dead too, but here's what was really weird. So I was listening to this interview and it was, I wrote it down, June of 1998. And he was on Jay Leno's show and it's, you can probably Google it online. He was on Jay Leno's show and he's talking about, that's not nice, you troll. That's too late. Fuck you, you troll. I go, I'm gonna take pictures before I get too old. They're like, too late. Okay, really? Anyway, the lucky thing is when you get old, you're old and you're not dead. So the young are stupid and the older ones grow wise and then we die. So there you go. The young are cute though, so you can't blame that. But anyway, JFK Jr., 1998 on the Jay Leno show. I forget the day. I want to say they said June 18th, but I can't remember. He's reading an insert, whatever, from his George magazine, right? And he's talking about Monica Lewinsky, and he's talking about a poem she wrote at age 9. So there's a poem that Monica Lewinsky wrote, and JFK Jr. put it into his magazine. Now listen to this. This is 1998, okay? 1998, June of 98. 9-year-old Monica Lewinsky describes herself as a big, round, doughy ball of pizza. And she describes herself as being something. You got to look at this interview. And just Google JFK Jr., Monica Lewinsky, June 98. She describes herself as a pizza and she's entertainment for those that want to eat pizza. She's 9. Okay, so either she's like being fucked up and saying she feels like a piece of pizza, which is not what she's saying. It's Pizzagate. So he was trying to expose it back then and was probably murdered. They probably played with the airplane, you know, whatever. But it is Pizzagate, 98. So where are we? 2020. So we're talking, I can't believe it's been that long, but we're talking 22 years ago. I'm trying to add this in my head. 98, 2000, no. Yes, 22 years ago, JFK Jr. is writing it. Google it online, research it, and he's talking about it. He's reading this excerpt, and he's like, Monica describes herself, and he read her poem where she describes you could put pizza on her, you could order her any way you want, etc. So this explains how she got into the White House, okay? I remember the day he died, I was running with Martha, and I almost got run into by a buck deer with antlers. My friend Martha that I ran with all the time and I miss her like crazy. My Martha, she lives down there. I don't know why we don't talk anymore. But anyway, we do talk, but we don't talk as much and she doesn't come out hiking as much. But anyway, I was running with Martha when JFK Jr.'s plane crashed that morning. And she, when I heard about it that morning, this big buck came up over the hill and she literally put her hand and pulled me back and the thing skinned my nose practically like that. But anyway, JFK Jr. is telling Jay Leno about this pizza and everybody's laughing. And Jay Leno's like, should you tell him about the poem? And he's like, I think I should, but I'm probably going to burn in hell. Very interesting. So what was really interesting about that, okay, so I started, I was watching this video and I'm like, that's fucking crazy because they have the proof. Obviously, he's dead. So this is before he was dead. Elvis is not alive either. The earth isn't flat. Oh, fuck off, Andrew. The earth is flat. Okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I love the flat earthers. I love them. I don't know if it's flat or not. I think it's like a hologram. So, I don't even know what to say. But so on this same video, okay, so on this same video, I can't really play it because I think they'll say I censored or copyrighted something. Let's see the video that it is, just so you know which one I'm talking about. I just randomly clicked to this video, and I'm not even sure why. This is not a channel I listen to. It's this person named, okay, so I'll show you. I'll just turn it off here. It's called Junior New. So it's this channel right here. So it's talking about the Monica Lewinsky on the Jay Leno thing. And it's talking about literally what he read Monica Lewinsky's poem. Let's see if we can just do, let's see. Talks about Bill Gates getting a pie in the face too. And talks about Bill Gates saying he's back then going to depopulate. So I don't know who this person is. Here.
Poem that she wrote in 9th grade. Actually, not in 9th grade, when the Lord Jesus Christ.
Okay. I don't even know who. See, it switched to a religious channel. Don't be crazy here. Hold on. See, it just clicked off because I was showing you, right? Weird.
Human trafficking stuff in
the
paragraph below.
Hold on.
Pics in the...
Can I maybe just give it a sample?
Yeah, give a sample.
Okay. The poem is a poignant illumination on how, quote, I can be a delicious lunch, dinner, or breakfast if you're weird. If you're weird. She goes on to describe herself, quote, as a round and flat piece of dough with lots of topping. I am a mouse best friend. I make you say, yum, yum.
She was 9. She was 9. She was 9, okay? When she's describing herself in Pizzagate. So obviously she's born into a family. Seriously, you heard it. I didn't make that up. That's him saying it. So that's like, I was like, fuck. Then here's the weird thing. So I'm listening to this guy's channel. I don't know if it's a guy or girl or who it is, really, because it sounds like a guy's voice, but the channel is Serene Christine. So see, look right there and see the channel if you want to check the video out and give him credit for this video, okay? Because I don't like to steal their stuff and not do it, but I just put it on for a second. Serene Christine is the name of the channel, and it's called Junior New. Anyway, I randomly ended up there, okay? Oh, he was a beautiful man, huh? Such a beauty. Early Sag, I think. Such a beautiful man. Such a waste of man on the planet. Such a beautiful man, and he was athletic and he was hot and just beautiful and tall and handsome. Oh my God. Let's look up his chart. But anyway, what I'm talking, JFK Jr., I think he was a Sag. I think he was somewhere around the day that his father died. So I know he was pretty freaking fabulous, right? Yeah, he was awesome looking. Okay. Natal chart. Yep, 1125. So he was early Sag. Let's see the natal chart of JFK Jr. He was beautiful. Look at that. Ahead of his time. Virgo rising. Virgo rising. Interesting. Psychic. Virgo rising psychic. Sagittarius, early Sag, 2 degrees Sag. Moon in Aquarius at 27 degrees, pardon me. And he was a metal rat. We're in the metal rat year this year. This is his year. Shit, it's a metal rat year. So his name is coming up this year. He's not here. Well, he is here in his name. And he is here spiritually, which makes him alive, but not. Virgo rising. Let's see. Pluto in the 12th in Virgo. Nasty. Neptune conjunct Mercury in Scorpio, of course, because he's of that generation. Sun in the 4th house. That gave him a nice nurturing effect with the sun in the 4th house. And then we have Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. Karmic destiny there. Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. Karmic marriage, karmic child, and Jupiter, world affairs. Very interesting. Moon in Aquarius in the 6th. No, yes, in the 6th. It's just teetering on the 7th, but in the 6th. Mars in Cancer. Father was an addict. father was an addict. So Mars and Cancer every single time. Uranus is in Leo in the 11th, headed up to the 12th. So I suspect that Pluto was being aspected 99. Yeah, we would have been going into Saturn going into Virgo at the time, I believe. I think. Let me check. Now I got to check that in 1999 to see if Saturn was in Virgo. But I think it was, and it would have come up on that Pluto, which would have been a karmic hit, so to speak. Which they probably just fucked around with the plane. But here's the weird thing. So, okay. So I'm looking at this and I'm listening to Monica Lewinsky, okay? Bill Gates is a pile of shit. He's just such a pile of crap. He's such a pile of crap. And he's a Luciferian blood cult member born into a family with a father who's a philanthropist or whatever you want to say. Anytime Lady Gaga and all these people doing their music thing tonight, whoever donated money to these billionaires is a fucking idiot. Don't give them any more money for their funds. Make them spend their money out of their own pocket. They've got billions of dollars. What does it matter? Why do they need your money? Such crap on this planet. All those producers in Hollywood, they're like, we need to get more money. We can't use our own money. Well, maybe if you used your own money, you wouldn't put shit on TV, right? Maybe that would be it. So I'm sick of these people, and they're like, oh, we're not going to ask you for any more money once the concert's on. You've been begging for fucking money all fucking week. So whatever. I just don't care. Whatever. I'm not doing it. And when you donate money to anybody, I want you guys to check where the money goes. Like, I would almost say to you, metaphysically, spiritually speaking, that if somebody is donating money to anybody, maybe as human beings, instead of avoiding the whole problem that's going on in the world and throwing money at it like this, maybe we should find somebody in which we know in our personal lives or come into contact with and maybe help them. Like, help them, I'm not necessarily saying homeless, but maybe a young mother with a child and you could befriend and help babysit, help bake cookies, help bring groceries by, a kid that needs somebody to help, a mom that has older kids that's husband left her, somebody whose family died and them, somebody that needs some grandmother that needs help with her yard. Instead of giving to these corporations, the whatever charities, fuck that, because they're spending your money on their whatever the hell they're buying that isn't going to the kids. Save the kids, fuck you, and fuck you. Such bullshit. I only, at this point, will donate if I know the people personally, check it out, and you still can't guarantee where it's going to go, but donating to this music thing that's going on tonight, which, let's see what name, I snapped a picture of it, so because I can never remember names. My head goes like this. But donating to these people, not that the musicians aren't good, but let's see, what is this called? I thought I just did this. Together at Home. Okay, and Global Citizen, fuck off with that. And fuck off with your money. Global Citizen. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a global citizen. You're very smart, but I'm not falling for your sneaky shit. Anyway, is that the Gaga killed a girl? Yeah, she did. She wore a meat suit that she was simulating human meat. I don't know what to say. I don't care if she's talented. Good for her. I can recognize her talent, but she wore a meat suit hidden in plain sight in your fucking face wearing a human suit, okay? She's going to say it's a meat suit, but ask yourself, who wears a meat suit and what is your point? What is your point in wearing a meat suit? Why are you wearing a meat suit? What the hell is a meat suit? Who wears meat on their body? Meat has maggots. Why are you doing that? And she wore meat shoes too. And where the hell is PETA when that, right? No, she didn't wear it for PETA. She wore it for the award, she wore it for something. But where is PETA? Does PETA not care about human meat? Because they only care about animals? Because, like, personally, if you're wearing a human, I don't want you doing that either. Save the cows and save the humans. Stop eating us, please, as well. I eat eggs because eggs can be recreated. Of course, then there's some people that get mad at that too. But I got to eat some protein. But I'm not wearing egg shoes. And I'm not wearing people's shoes. But she was. And so there you go. I know it sounds crazy. But having said that, I'm watching this video on that Serene Christine, or if I'm saying that correct, right? So I'm watching the video and he's going through a bunch of different scenarios. So he's talking about Ted Gunderson. Now, I'm familiar with Ted Gunderson, who was going to be the FBI director, but didn't get in, probably because he was speaking truth, you know, because they're not going to hire somebody that speaks truth. So he became a private investigator. Now, I didn't know, couldn't quite remember where I heard the name from, but then I remembered where I heard the name from, and there's a personal connection, which you people aren't going to believe me anymore when I say this shit, but there's truly a personal connection. She wore a real meat suit. Yes, she didn't say it was a human suit because I suspect that that would be illegal, but it was a meat suit. It was actually meat. Anyway, at the time, I thought, why is she wearing a meat suit? Anyway, this Ted Gunderson, he became a private eye in Santa Monica, okay? He became a private eye and he was an investigator. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was in the 70s. Let me look up exactly when, because I got a personal story with this one, which I'm also going to get yelled at for talking about. I open my mouth in my family, I get fucking yelled at, okay? Just let me look up this guy's... If you remember Carl Malden, he played the father-in-law of this. It was, I believe, in the 70s. I was not in LA for when this was here. Okay. Let me see. Murders. He'd be 76 right now. And he was an army officer living on wherever they live. And he was accused of killing his family, his wife and his 2 daughters. And so there was thank you for that. I can see that. Charmaine, thank you so much. Thank you. I think that's Charmaine from Facebook, Mormon Charmaine, if I'm correct. Might not be though, but I think it is. Okay, so his wife's and kids died 1970. Okay, so it was right after the Manson murders. Jeffrey MacDonald, exactly. But here's a weird connection. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a connection. Okay, so anyway, he was accused of murdering his wife and 2 baby girls. And it was like the helter-skelter thing again. There was, pigs and kill the pigs, the whole helter-skelter thing all over the wall. So like a ritual again. So this Ted Gunderson, he interviewed somebody as a private eye for Jeffrey MacDonald, where they actually said it was a satanic cult that did it. Okay, this is back then. This has to be sometime in the 70s. I don't know when the trial came about. But here's the weird story. Fatal Vision, exactly. Here's the weird story with Jeffrey MacDonald. So my husband owned a bar in North Hollywood called, if anybody was there, it was called the Red Rooster. Anyway, it was there. He bought it in like 84. I didn't know him then because we have an age difference. I wasn't even in California then, okay? But anyway, he owned a bar there. Now, my mother-in-law ran the bar at that time. So she always wanted to go to Long Beach, and she always wanted to have a bar and a dinner club on the beach, right? Like near the ocean. So they bought a bar and a dinner club out there. So Jeffrey MacDonald was a customer in the bar, and he used to run a tab. He's still alive, it says. I'll look at that again. Anyway, he used to run a tab with my mother-in-law at the bar, and it was like a surf and turf restaurant, and they had like hotels rooms. They had rooms upstairs, but down on the bottom was the bar and the restaurant. Anyway, she had a manager running it because I think she was between the 2 places, or I don't know if she moved out there or she went somewhere else. Anyway, she had hired a manager running it. And this is so weird because this family connection. The family owned the bar, like my mother-in-law, my husband, they owned the bar because John was in aerospace, but he did bar businesses with his mom. Anyway, bought her the bar, had several different bars. And I know it's funny, I hate alcohol, and then I marry somebody that owns bars, but they own this bar in Long Beach, bar restaurant. And so at the time Jeffrey MacDonald got arrested, he was like hanging out in the bar, not that day, but up until that point on his off time, and he had left his tab open. And I can remember my mother-in-law saying he still owed her money. And I was like, of course he does. But anyway, it was really funny. There was that. And then the bar itself, okay, in the bar itself was raided because whoever the manager was that ran the bar, get a load of this, was arrested at the time. So we're talking sometime, I didn't know them at this time. I think it might have been, I'm having a high pitched scream here. I think it might have been in the 80s. Maybe it was the early 80s when that happened. Because when I met them, they just had the Red Rooster bar. So they didn't have that bar. Between the 70s and 80s. Anyway, the bar itself was shut down because the manager was running white slavery out of the bar. That's what was said. But there was a different part of it that was owned upstairs by someone else. Anyway, that was the whole concoction going on there. That was in Long Beach, California. But getting back to that, Ted Gunderson was the PI that interviewed it, and he came out saying that there was a satanic cult at the time. So this has to be in the 70s when Jeffrey MacDonald went on trial. If his wife died in 1970, he would have gone on trial. Yeah, we had a Red Rooster bar in Flint, Michigan. Exactly. We had it. Ours is here, of course, California. But so this Ted Gunderson did it, and he found out information about satanic cults and what they were doing with the trafficking and eventually with the sacrificing of children, which I found very interesting because I didn't know it was connected to his research on Jeffrey MacDonald at the time and how his wife and children died. I'm still not convinced, though, that he didn't have something to do with it, Jeffrey MacDonald. However, the investigator, if you watch that video, the investigator came up with a woman that he interviewed. He's dead now, this Ted Gunderson, but he came up with a woman that he interviewed who said she was there on the night of the murder. So it was kind of interesting. Then they go into in 95, they go in, and this is in George magazine as well, okay? 95, not 98, not whatever, but they're talking about, well, that can't be because the first, anyways, I'm not sure who was talking about that. If it is George magazine, no, I think it is George magazine, or wait, I wrote this down so quickly. It can't be because George came out in 98, so it has to be in 95. See, I think Kennedy was murdered because he was coming out with the magazine and speaking it. But anyway, in 95, I look at my notes. It was Ted Gunderson bringing up Bill Gates, bringing up the New World Order, and bringing up the slave Saudi auctions, like that movie that Liam Neeson did with his daughter, taken or stolen or kidnapped or whatever the hell that was. Remember the movie with Liam Neeson, that one? So he's bringing that up in 1995, okay? And the Saudis are hugely, hugely up in that, okay? They're hugely up in it. And then it's very interesting because they bring up in the George magazine, Taken, that one. Horrific movie, by the way. Very, very fucking true. They sell women like cattle. And these Saudi men with money bid on them like cattle. He was murdered too I believe he was likely murdered too. Yeah. Rigging of the plane. That's what I think. So then they bring up the Saudis. And then when you go back to the George magazine again, he's bringing up Bill Gates. And there's an interview with Bill Gates where he says, back then, before the year 2000, I'm all for world depopulation. And he goes on about his vaccines and keeping the planet in a certain level. And now look who's up here doing this shit. That big, kind of looks like an old bag woman, weirdo guy, Bill, whatever his name is, right? Right, exactly. So really interesting. Look up that article though, or look up that stuff in George magazine. Also look up Ted Gunderson, look up the satanic stuff, because then this was interesting. I also talked to somebody I know, well, she put me in touch with them, somebody I know whose relative was actually a child in the Martin preschool trial here in Los Angeles, which I think was also in the 90s. I want to say right around there, where they said there were tunnels underneath the school and there was satanic ritual, and they made all the kids seem like they're crazy and all the parents seem like they're crazy. Very interesting, because I spoke to someone whose cousin was there, and it wasn't crazy and it wasn't fake. It happened. This is what they said. This is what happened. It is weird. It's bizarre. It's strange. It's fucked up. It happens for people. And I knew this as a child. I saw it as a child. I saw people participating in that as a child. I wasn't involved in it. I wasn't in a family that was involved in it. I saw it. Okay. I saw it happen. I knew there were Satanists. I became privy to that information. also grew up with a girl whose father tried to transgender her, which I told you guys about in the Japanese internment camps. He was a doctor, kicked out of Canada, kicked out of the US, and then ended up in Bermuda. So when I met my friend, I told you she moved in with us because she was kind of homeless at the time from Toronto here in LA. And I started talking to her about it. I had no idea. And then I was reading something in her chart. Keithy was like 2.5. I was reading something in the chart and I mentioned transgendered. And she's like, that's what my father tried to do. And I was like, motherfucker, didn't know. But he was part of that without knowing it. A lot of that shit went on. Toronto's a very satanic city. There's a lot of it. It sounds crazy, but it is. There's a lot of practicing. Now, how you practice it, I don't think everybody's part of the blood cult. They may just think that Lucifer's their god and that's their prerogative. They can do whatever they want. I guess we'll all find out when we die. So we don't, I can't say that, but I'm talking about the extreme cult part of it. That is what's been happening. They've been socially indoctrinating us into this in this world, which is very weird. But I found it so interesting with the Jeffrey MacDonald thing and with the George correlation to Monica Lewinsky. Now, keep in mind, when I talk about Pizzagate, I understand how crazy it sounds. I get it. But when people said it, again, it was misconstrued. What it was is Seth Rich. I believe it was Seth Rich. Okay, so he got shot twice in the back of the head. So you know that. Seth Rich, who worked for Hillary Clinton, but Bernie Sanders was his candidate. When he found out that Hillary was undermining Bernie, he went in and stole, I don't know, like however many emails off the DNC database, okay? Lots of them from Podesta, from Clinton. I mean, but he did it to fuck with her because he found out that she was undermining Bernie and they're in the same camp, so to speak. So he was going to get even with her. He took the documents off the computers of the Clintons and the Podestas and all of the government things. I don't know if it's like 150,000 documents. I don't really know. There was all kinds of things. He just downloaded it onto a chip. Total espionage shit. Total. And he went over to WikiLeaks, aka Julian Assange, and he gave him the chip. Okay, so Julian Assange started to put the documents up and you can find these documents online. You can thumb drive, thumb drive, whatever thing that goes in the computer and they take it out. A thumb drive. Anyway, he gave it, but they started to read through the emails from Clinton to Podesta. Okay, so in there they started talking about, which I've said this many times. I've said it on Facebook. I've done this, but they started talking about pizza. I'm going to rent pizza. I got a cheese pizza. How many pizzas do you want? 65,000 Obama bought hot dogs with. So, of course, we know the White House, and this I just heard again in the video, the White House does not take food from outside sources, obviously because people want to poison the government, okay? I mean, obviously. So for him to say he ordered $65,000 of, hot dogs into the White House, there's a dual meaning for that. Put all that aside. Pizzagate is a reference to the code word pizza, not necessarily that they're prostituting kids out of Comet Ping Pong Pizza. It's not actually that. But from the Monica Lewinsky thing, when you go back and watch that JFK Jr. thing and you watch that, you're going to see the connection between Pizzagate and Pizzagate, which was released through Julian Assange. Of course, he can never come back into this country. Some say it's illegal. Julian Assange, I'm sure they want to beat the shit out of him, and I'm surprised no one has killed him. However, Julian Assange didn't do the stealing. Seth Rich did, if you want to call it that. I guess that's what it is. But the documents are online. The documentary Out of Shadows with Liz's documentary, okay? That documentary, if you go to her YouTube channel, she's outlined where you can find those documentaries, where it says the stuff about the Clintons, where it says that. These people do that. I mean, it's just, to me, they just do this. However, having said that, I tell you to look up Macaulay Culkin's Oscar tweet against Rami Malek, or however you say his name. Just look up the tweets of these people and then just freaking look it up. Look it up. Like, start researching it. Just really research it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's happening. Research so you know for yourself. But it was so interesting. Oh, that's what it was. JFK Jr., that's what it was. Louis, okay, Free, all right. He was talking about pizza parlors in the 90s, okay, in the 90s, not for trafficking kids, but he was busting them. He was another FBI guy. He was busting pizza parlors for trafficking heroin. So they just, what is better than heroin? What is better than anything? A kid that you can keep making money off of. Once you sell like a gram of heroin or, you know, a fix or a dime bag of pot or whatever it is, you're not really reselling it, right? You've already you made your money. There's your money, right? An 8-ball, whatever it is, you've made your money. Sell a kid and we can keep selling that kid. We can sell that kid as a baby. We can sell that kid for rituals. We can sell that kid for body parts. We can sell that kid as a sex toy. I've often said people adopt their sex toys, and I mean it when I say that. I know people don't want to hear that. They think I'm a fucking bitch for saying it. I'm going to say it when I see these celebrities doing it. I think they're adopting their sex toys, and that's what I think. I do think that, and I think they're brown-skinned babies, and that should not be allowed. The kid should find a good home, but the home should have to be screened, and money should not be the screening test to have a child. Money is not it. I mean, you can't be on welfare and living on the streets, obviously. You have to have a home. But you cannot go into other countries and throw your money at these people and take their children. It's disgusting. Anyway, he was talking about that. So it's very, very, very interesting that this is, I just happened upon it like randomly. So I found it very interesting. And anyway, this thing that they're doing, this global citizen, I'm not a citizen of anything, and I'm not connected to you and your citizen word. I'm just not a citizen. I'm who I am, and I stand independently, and I align myself with my God. That's what I choose to do. I'm not a fucking citizen of any idiot on this planet, okay? I'm just not. But when they're doing these things and they're asking for money and they're coming out and they want money and they want those things, don't give to them. If some celebrity comes out and says, here's my cause, you know they've got a cut in it. You know they've got a cut in it. You know they're making money off it. When they say, for example, here's a business scam. Now, I know this in my personal life, but I'm going to tell you about a business scam. So you got a person, let's say they make shoes. I don't know. I'm just going to say shoes, right? And so you've got a manufacturer of shoes. You've got people who buy shoes. And then you've got the materials that you make the shoes with. The material person and the maker can get together, open a third company, charge 6 times the amount of money, and tell the purchasers, we have to charge you more, even though the company's owned, because we're getting charged more by this company. Meanwhile, this company is their damn company, okay? So that's what they do on these things. That's what they fucking do on these things. They do it, I know it from personal, like actual personal things. Yes, they eat flesh. I know people don't want to hear it. The satanic shit is real. It really is real. It's fine if you want to do that, but it's real. And they use children with that. They've been trafficking children. Children have been, I've read that statistic, 800,000 children a freaking year out of our country. We should not be donating shit to any of these celebrities and their dumbass causes, which is all going to go to Bill Gates because Gaga's connected to Bill Gates, okay? She's working with Bill Gates and Madonna's working with Bill Gates. Well, guess what then? We know not to trust Bill Gates, yeah, fucking morons. Anyway, sorry, I'm cussing too much. I'm cussing because now I know they're closing Starbucks because they're making it in China. I can't stand it. Okay, so metaphysically and spiritually speaking, okay? Metaphysically and spiritually speaking, there's 2 things. If you are a master in a spiritual sense, okay? There's a troll on here, I'm sure. If you're a master at anything, somebody like Deepak Chopra going around saying, I'm a master, Tony Robbins, I'm a master, this is bullshit. Masters like Jesus walked through the crowds. I wasn't there for Jesus, but I'm told this, okay? I mean, maybe I was, but I don't remember. I was probably part of the prostitute crowd he talked to. So that's why I have an affinity for them. But meaning I think they're the fun bunch. But nonetheless, Jesus didn't go around saying, I'm a prophet. He just went around speaking his lessons. Okay, ascended master, correct. Light being, teacher on earth, like Buddha, however you want to word it. He didn't announce to the world that he was going to die for our damn sins, okay? People, we push people out there publicly and we call them gurus. You're not a fucking guru. You do not give yourself that name. You do not do that. You do not go around saying Bill Gates is a philanthropist. Why are you telling me this? If you're truly of generous heart and soul, give your money and shut up. I don't need to know what you do with your money. Shut up. No, you cannot trust Miley Cyrus. Just take a look at her. Oprah is, Chopra. Yeah, I know. We call him deep pockets, Chopra, deep pockets, whatever. Oh, there's the troll. Yeah, well, okay. Anyway, all you do is lie. Well, good. Research, people. I'm not telling you to listen to me. I'm telling you to research yourself. Start researching everything that you do. Research what I say, what they say. Research about Bill Gates. Research for yourself so you don't believe me in case I am a liar, but you research yourself. It's extremely important to do that. You need to research the information yourself. That's what you need to do. Everybody needs to research and educate themselves. You need to look up the statistics on the virus. You really need to look it up. Look up the deaths. Ask yourself, with so many people being out there in the public, are these deaths all related to this one thing? Because I'll give you an example. If you go to your doctor's office, which I never go to a doctor, A, I don't have insurance, and B, if I go I've only been one, not that you guys care, but I've only been once since I had Keith, no, twice, to the gynecologist. So I just go to Planned Parenthood. I do not have a regular doctor that writes my shit down. I use a different name and I go in. That's what I do. And I don't go to a regular doctor. I'd go to a clinic. Like I had pneumonia 3 years ago. I went to a clinic and got the Z-Pack, and that's what I chose to do. And again, I give cash and a different name. No. But let's say you go in and you tell your doctor, I smoked when I was 15 to 20, let's just say. I smoked cigarettes. So let's say you're in your 40s and let's say you have asthma, respiratory things, right? Let's say you have all of that stuff. So let's say you go in and you get an allergy and you actually die from the allergy because you have asthma. They're going to write it down and they're going to look through your thing and they're going to go, oh, she was a smoker, and they're going to put you under the smoking statistics. It's bullshit. And when people say science doesn't lie, science fucking lies all the time, because science is only as good as what is in front of them. And if they don't have the sight to see past what is in front of them, it's only momentarily, because things change. Just like when you were younger, well, my dad who's dead, but when he was younger and they told him smoking would help his anxiety and was good for you. What kind of medical advice was that? Oh, that's right. They were paid to say it from the medical establishment. I just saw Starbucks is closing. I'm like, no, they're getting their shit in China, so we're boycotting. That's what we're doing. But they told us smoking was good. They told us all kinds of things. They put fluoride in our toothpaste and fluoridated our teeth, knowing that they had leftover neurotoxins from Nazi Germany in the war that was sold to them by Americans, and they sold it back to us. And then they said, how do we get rid of this stuff? Oh yeah, let's put it in toothpaste and call it fluoride and make it a good thing. It's a neuro fucking toxin. And by the way, I have a lot of cavities. I had fluoride and I have a lot of cavities, okay? So that's what they did with that. That's how they do it. But they say it's good for you. It's now been proven it's not good for you. It's not good for you. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why they did it, because it does calcify your pineal gland. They had all those little kids putting it on their teeth. And then whatever. Sugar is really bad for your teeth. I use Tom's toothpaste or Jason's toothpaste because it has my Jason's name in it. So I use Jason's or Tom's. I don't use fluoride. I use shungite in the shower, so I actually have to put a different shower head. I broke it, but a shungite shower head so that it cleans all of the stuff coming through. I just do that. That's what I use that's exactly what I use. I meditate. My third eye is open anyway, but yeah, they do fluoride the water. You can get a list of what's fluoride. You put a shungite water, what do you call it? filter head on your sink. I don't have one in the studio, but we have one at home. You can change your water. I mean, you can change things. Go and order Shungite, Shungite. I don't have any left, but how am I a troll exactly? Okay. I have no idea. It depends if you called me ugly or a liar, then you'd be a troll. But I don't know if you did that. I saw somebody go up and do it, so I don't know who's doing that. But if you put Shungite in your drinking water, so let's say you go to the gym. Well, you can't do that because we're on lockdown because we've imprisoned ourselves because we're bad people. Shame on you for not wearing a mask. Anyway, fuck you and fuck your masks. Until that governor puts a mask on all the time and in his car, I'm not putting a mask on. And until he stops getting his hair cut, I'm going back out to get my hair cut. I'm going to find a hairdresser to get my hair cut. I'm going to stop cutting my own hair and find a hairdresser. Got it? And why is Starbucks open, Walmart open, Costco open, but the nice people around the corner with a family market, they're not open because they're not necessities. Who the fuck are you to say what's necessity? What are you, the god of necessities? And then they're telling you that the stupid woman in Michigan, was it the one in Michigan or was she the idiot in Ohio? I don't know. Whichever the guy, I think the Michigan, she's closed. Oh no, it was Chicago. Was it Chicago? She closed down Home Depot. Okay, that's fine. But she stopped people from buying seeds to plant flowers. I'm sorry. Are you against life in general, lady? I mean, you know what? People should have just broken into the store, left their money on the counter, and taken the seeds. Because why, you ask? Okay, because Home Shopping Network, I got this from Libra Lori. She was actually researching it. She's my little correspondent here. Equal correspondent, just doesn't want to go on camera. But she was looking at Home Shopping Network and QVC. They're open and they're selling everything. So who is saying that these people can be open? I mean, it is fun to order online in the middle of the night, like, you know, when you're sleep ordering, like you're having anxiety, so you just turn on the TV. I don't have a TV in my bedroom, but you turn it on and you just start ordering shit in the middle of the night, and then it comes to your door and you're like, I don't know why I needed this. This popcorn maker in the middle of the night. Anyway, those places are open and they're selling everything. So who decided to unload products on everybody in society and then a redistribution of wealth through corporations taking out the individuality? Why are we allowing it? Why are we allowing it? Open your businesses, give it till the end of the month, open your businesses and tell them to fuck off. But see, no one will do that because they don't want the police coming in. They don't want the government shutting them down. But who gave the government authority to do this? I actually don't believe this should be happening. Now, I understand people are paranoid about the virus, and if you get a fever, you're panic stricken. I get it. But if you are of poor immunity, if you are elderly, if you are a person with a heart defect, if you're overweight, if you're a smoker, a vapor, an alcoholic, although the homeless seem to be doing really well and they partake in all of that, although they're not really obese because they really can't get enough food, meaning they don't eat and they're always moving. But if you're any of those things, maybe you should quarantine yourself off. I'm healthy. I don't need to quarantine myself. You need to take your sick self and put yourself in your own house and lock yourself up. I don't even care if you do that, actually. I don't care if you're sick and you're around me personally because I don't believe I'm going to get sick. So that's my own mental problem. Now, if you sneeze in my face with green snot, we might come into, fisticuffs over that one. Unless you're Lila and she's a grandbaby and she can do that because the babies can do that. That's okay. But why are the healthy people being quarantined because they may carry it? What does that mean? What kind of a bullshit thing is that? You may carry it. No, you may carry it. I may not carry it. And until you prove it, why are you punishing me? And yes, I do look at it as a punishment. You are losing businesses. You are losing money. You are taking away freedoms. And yes, my freedom is more important than my potential death. So I will fight for my freedom even if I die. That's how I feel about it. And I really feel it. And people have called me crazy and paranoid and all kinds of everything. Okay, Shungite. Okay, back to Shungite. I went on another tangent. Shungite will take the fluoride and filter electromagnetic things out of your environment and pollutants out of your water. So you can buy shungite. You Google shungite shower head and sink filter, and if you don't want to spend the money on that, just order some shungite. There's bricks of it. They use it in filtration systems anyway, like huge things. When I was at the crystal place where I get my crystals, they had sold like, I think I wanted to say about $400,000 worth of shungite to a filtering place where they wanted to filter all their water, but they sold the slabs of it. I get the little rocks of it and just put it in your water. What you drink, put it in there and let it sit. My kids do. Yeah, you can carry it anywhere. You can carry it cold, hot, whatever. It's not about that. It's about filtering the water, and it will take fluoride out of your water. So I put it in my drinking stuff. You got to watch when you drink because you'll hit your teeth with it. And then we have another teeth issue, and there's no dentists working right now. I guess. I don't know. But that's what they do. So it's interesting, and I'm glad they opened the beaches in Florida. If people get sick, but I'm telling you, sunlight is healthy. Vitamin D is healthy. Friendships are healthy. Hugs are healthy. Alien deception, be careful. Okay, you guys, if you're on this channel, you can't tell me to be careful because that's the implication of negative behavior. It's negative. Be careful. Why? Why should I be careful? What are you trying to say to me? You be careful, person who be careful. Be careful. You be fucking careful. Watch your fucking back, asshole. People got to watch their backs when they say that. When they say be careful, let's see. Never say be careful. Be careful is the wrong thing to say. I mean, if you have a child, fall in line. Oh, I know what be careful means. That's why I say you be careful. Maybe you'll get pegged off on the street. You want to threaten me? I threaten you the fuck back. And I'm threatening you with energy, whoever said that out there. So, I get like that. I put it back on you. If you say shit like that to me, it goes back onto you. And the energy goes right back to where it came from. That's what I do. So if you say something shitty to me in my head, I'm thinking it right back onto you, but I'm sending it back to where it came from. So wherever it came from, if you throw a snowball energetically, look at it in ways of a snowball. If you throw a snowball energetically at somebody, that person who you throw the snowball at because you started it has a right to deflect it and send it back. That is spiritual law. You are allowed to deflect and send back. That is what I do. So watch your back. That's what I'm going to say. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Be careful, which you meant watch your back. I hate that shit. Okay, see, I'm on a tangent because I haven't had coffee. All right. Let's see. Don't be careful. Yeah, boom, right? Well, that's how I get. And my kids are like this. John is like this. We are all like this in our family. I know we're probably a bunch of riled up idiots, but we are like this. So when people say shit to me like that, like, let's look at this in a really non-caustic way. Do you ever have those girlfriends? Because I've had some bitch girlfriends like this, and they're not friends anymore. But they say something like, they go up to you and they say something like, oh my God, you'd be really pretty if... That's an insult, and take that and go fuck yourself. But right back, right back. So people do that all the time. It's a reverse compliment, but they're meant to insult you. Be carefree. That's a good one. Be carefree, be fun, be happy, be loud, be boisterous, be abundant. Don't listen to what's going on. But getting back, so I do that. I do have fun. I have fun talking back to people when they say stupid shit. But what you want to do in life is you want to make sure that your boundaries are met. You want to make sure that everything about, I'm not worried, whoever said be safe, I'm not worried about not being safe. I have to answer it every time because if I let that energy stick on me, it stays here. I'm sending it all back to you. I am never worried about being safe. I know that I'm safe. I'm not worried about being sick. I know I'm not sick. It is passive aggressive. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm completely happy. I enjoy my life. I'm extremely lucky. And that's what I am. And if I'm not here tomorrow, then I'm not here tomorrow. And no, Keithy didn't answer. So I'm perfectly fine with myself. And what anybody says to me, that's their bullshit, and take not your bullshit, their bullshit. They can take their bullshit and go. I just don't listen to that. I just don't do it. But when they say, yep, that's exactly right. When you say that stuff, it's We don't understand communication as a people, and we allow people all the time to say shit like that to us. No wonder people are on drugs and drinking and not taking care of themselves, because they feel like shit, because people are deliberately saying caustic and passive aggressive shit to people in order to make them feel like shit, just like these actors do on TV. We got the Kardashians, we got their big fake asses and their stupid houses and all their money. So what are you supposed to feel like that if you're 20 years old and you're watching that shit, which you shouldn't be, but if you are and you're watching it, are you ever going to make that money? No, you're not. So how are you supposed to feel? You're going to feel like crap because you can't compete with it. So you're going to feel like you've done nothing in your life, which when you get to be my age and you look back at that, you're like, that's such bullshit. And you can see it. You can absolutely see it. So the way to correct that is exercise. I actually honestly feel people shouldn't have mirrors in their house. But of course, I'm a Leo. I have many mirrors because that's the thing with our sign. But I feel like if people didn't actually look at themselves, they could be themselves, because appearance stops so much. It stops so much with the really gorgeous, with the in-between, with the not so gorgeous, with the height, the shape, whatever. People are stopped 1,000 times, okay? They're stopped by their appearance. They won't go out because they look like this, they look like that. But yet, if you're, for example, out hiking and you're talking to people, nobody ever sees anybody's face or looks. I mean, you notice a person, but there's no mirrors, so you can talk and laugh and be yourself without being judged, because there's no mirrors for you to look at and see your faults, because we're taught to see our faults. We're taught we're not good enough. We got Ellen, the idiot that had a TV show that gets paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to dance and lie. To dance and lie on that name. Anthony's a really fucked up name. Whoever that troll is, it's just a fucked up name. Anthony Fauci, Anthony this, Anthony that, Anthony the heckler out there. It's a fucked up name. So don't date anybody with the name Anthony. Just know that, because apparently they're troll-like, or they run government administrations into the ground and try to poison people. Anyway, whoever that was, I just thought I'd go up. But we are taught that everything about us is wrong. Ellen is out there. She does nothing on her show but propaganda, okay? It's just propaganda. Anybody that comes on there, a Kardashian went on there, and I forget what she donated $500,000 to. Do you think that's any money for that woman? That's like you and I donating $5 and then going on national TV and going, look at the $5 I just gave to the guy on the corner. Who does that? It's no money. They're billionaires. To donate 500,000 means nothing. To donate 5 million means nothing. They have a tax write-off. These people are not doing anything good. They're doing it for your applause. If they truly were going to go donate, they would go, and I'll tell you a story of somebody who donated, and I don't think it was in the paper. And yes, I happen to know these people as well. It sounds like it does sound like I'm a fucking liar. Okay, so I did a show. Do you guys remember Linda Georgian? Yes, you do. Psychic Friends Network. Anyway, she was the blonde host. We did a show together. She produced a show. So we did a show together called Love Psychic. And the host of Love Psychic was Ray Combs. Do you remember Ray Combs from Family Feud? He was born on John's birthday, April 3rd, but 10 years before John. So he would be 64 right now, okay? He would be 64. He was 10 years, and John's 74. He'd be 64 on April 3rd. And I remember reading his chart. So we're all on set, and so I was a psychic. Linda was producing, and it was Ray was the host of the show, and it was a Love Psychic show. So we're filming in Hollywood, and we're doing that. Anyway, Ray's there, and he'd been in a car accident. He'd been in a car accident at that time. I can't say the name of this person, but a friend of mine, I don't even know if I should say this, used to own a coffee shop in Glendale, and one of her employees was a very, very good friend of mine. And at the time, Ray Combs, exactly. At the time, that employee was visiting with Ray Combs in a private nature, even though he was a married man with his kids, whatever. They do this shit, people do it, or whatever. They were starting up a conversation. So what the fucking hell was my point? Oh, yeah, sorry. I know my point. Anyway, when Ray Combs went crazy and supposedly committed suicide. Now you're going to love this one. So Ray Combs, I think he had 5, 6, or 8 children. I'm not sure. Okay. So religious man with his wife, and they had a beautiful big family. Beautiful house just around the corner in Glendale. We were in Burbank, Glendale, right there. Literally up along the top of the street. And he used to go into this coffee shop. So I used to hear the gossip, and that was fine because I used to go into a coffee shop because it was a coffee shop. And it was run by a friend of mine. Anyway, he was having suicidal thoughts, and he had banged his head in his jacuzzi to crack it open to try to kill himself. Whatever, he was having a breakdown, and apparently he was bipolar. And when was this? This would have been in early 2000s, I think. Now I got to look up Ray Combs, see when he died. Anyway, he had this issue. They took him to the Glendale hospital and put him on a suicide watch, where he proceeded when the guards, now the guy's on a suicide watch. So you actually think back, I think this was fucking murder too. He was on a suicide watch, okay? And they went for coffee, these fuckers in the hospital, not taking their job seriously. And he was able to hang himself in the cell while nobody was watching and killed himself. Okay, 96. Thank you. June 2nd, 96. Okay, there you go. Did he die then? Hold on. Anyway, he hung himself, and then they said it was suicide. Now, here's what you don't know about somebody that was generous. Johnny Carson was the one that went and bought his house, whatever, paid the back bills for his family at the time. So that was hidden. I happened to hear that third party way via a long time ago. It was Johnny Carson that actually gave to the family, okay? And I don't think it was announced, and I don't think it was anything, Oh, you're right. It's June 2nd, 1996. Yeah, there's right. He was a lovely man, and he was funny, and he didn't seem announced suicidal. And he's born, they're both April 3rd. Johnny's April 3rd, and he was April 3rd. And I remember literally reading his chart while we were off on the set, sitting side by side in the audience thing before the audience got there. And I literally was reading his chart. I don't have that picture up yet, but I have it. It was a love psychic. It was very fun. It never went anywhere. We just shot some episodes and whatever. But yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, 6 children. He was a very nice man. And I just remember he was driving down the Ventura Freeway, and he had smashed his car just prior to my meeting him, if I remember correctly. But anyway, that's a weird, another connected story. But now looking back on that, for the hospital people to leave him in a mental ward on a suicide watch, and he commits suicide. What is that? Who are these people? Why is that happening? Who's doing this? See, it's just wrong. But anyway, I don't think Johnny Carson ever said it. I heard this via a private person. So I don't know if it was announced on the news, but what I'm saying is, it's a very suspicious death. Now that I think about it, now that I think like the circle of things is way too close. But it's interesting. They killed him. I'm sure they did. I don't know why they did. I don't know at the time. He was a very nice man. He was a nice man. But I will tell you this. I don't know if I should tell you this. I had another connection to Ray Combs, but it's, oh my God. Okay, anyway, how do I word this one? I just forgot about it. What the hell is her name? Oh my freaking God. It began with a J. It's a girl I worked with in the strip club. She was a guy as a girl. And what the fucking hell was her name? Anyway, he was a sex addict. I shouldn't say that out loud. But I'm thinking if he's part of that circle of things, he's going to be a sex addict, okay? He's going to be that way because they promote that. But the girl in the strip club, what the fuck was her name? I can see her face, and I didn't know her too well, but I can see her face. And he used to come in for her back then. Did not recognize me, of course, because I wasn't naked when I met him. So I had my clothes on. Anyway, that's a joke. That's a joke, you guys. But anyway, when I met him, I, was a normal person in street clothing. But what the hell was that girl's name? But she was actually transgendered at the time. And that was the girl that he liked. I don't know if you could tell she was transgendered. But she was. and she worked in one of the clubs. Anyway, I just flashed on that right now. I've forgotten all of that. That's probably what that was about. There was probably something else going on there that I was unaware of at the time that happened. But it's so weird because there's so many people that cross through these things and have these addictions and these behaviors and these all of these kinds of things. But when I met him, he was a very nice man. But it was Johnny Carson that paid off the mortgage to the house, I believe, or paid back the back debt or something, and you didn't hear about it. But these people that go out there, like when they say Kim Kardashian donated this, be suspicious of that, because a true spiritual giving of the heart unconditionally is not going to broadcast it. They're going to go behind the scenes and they're going to do it. And that's what they're going to do, because they're not looking for the acclaim. They're not looking for anything. So when people are looking for, let's see, I want the lamps. What lamp? Oh, my lamp. I got that. You can't go there. I got that lamp. I switched subjects. I got the lamp at, oh my God, Home Goods. I got the lamp at Home Goods. That's where I got it. That's a little one in Glendale. I got the lamp in, yeah, they never tell. That's all these people are doing. They're like, donate money. Here's the thing, Lady Gaga, you've got a shitload of money. Why don't you take your fucking money and all of their monies? But see, they literally laugh in our faces. Somebody is like squeezing my head right now from like the astral level. I can feel it right here. Somebody wants me to shut up. They're trying to go like this. They can't do anything, or it's somebody astrally doing it. So whatever. I'm getting pressure like right here. They're going like this. Sometimes they slap me, sometimes they smack me, whatever. But these people are always doing it for the charities. And it's very, very strange that public gives their money to these people. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I don't get why that's happening. I don't understand people just willy-nilly because some person on the TV says this. You should always... It's probably Ray Combs, exactly. No, they are, I don't even know, I don't know if they're sheep or they just don't understand. Nobody wants to think this world is like this, because then you got to think, why are you here? And when you realize what the world is, you realize that you're not going to have the life that you want. And so, meaning you can't get there. You can't try enough to accomplish what they accomplish, because you're not going to do what they do. So you're never going to get there. You will never get there, right? So you're going to have to change. And maybe it's a good thing. Maybe those children of God just have to change their goals and take the line in a different direction, because we've all been taught to aspire to what these people are, but very few of them are actually good people. I mean, some of them, oh, okay. Oh my God. I got this. I'm sorry. I got this text. Oh my God. I've got to tell her. This is so funny. Keithy and Kathy on the same night. I miss you on YouTube mentioning you. You guys don't know who Kathy is. One of my hiking friends, runs a lot of the entertainment shows in her own way. I'm not going to say which profession. I know her from hiking and I know her from Mexican food. That's all I'm going to say. And I hate Mexican food, but I love Kathy. So I will entertain Mexican food, and she's a damn good psychic. She made my husband cry. Don't ever repeat that. I just said it, but she just did it. Yeah. Let's see. TV defending the... Oh my God, pigs. Okay, so she's just telling me Bill and Melinda Gates are defending their World Health Organization, and she's calling them murderers, which is interesting. So she's saying, and they are murderers. I know, I don't know if she's watching YouTube, but anyway, Kathy is so great. I ran into her, we'd be hiking, and that she's not the one that does the set design for Mad Men, although she knows Claudette. Claudette and Kathy know each other because people in the industry know each other. They're both behind the scenes industry, but Kathy's worked on a shitload of shows. She was Keithy's boss for a while. Keithy worked with her on some shows. He did, he signed the actors in and did their accounting stuff and all of that. And he got lunch for the girls. And so anyway, Keithy worked with Kathy, and that was cool. For him on that show, I want to say, Oh my God, I want to call that show Better Things, but maybe I'm naming it. I can never remember the shows. But anyway, Keithy worked on that show. But anyway, I met Kathy running and her sister. I'm telling you, I run by these people and it's just people in their sweat outfits, just running up and down a hill. And that hill has so many people on it. You wouldn't know. You don't know who you're running by until, until you run by them. Anyway, I haven't talked to Kathy in a while and we can't go for Mexican food and it's Saturday night. I don't eat the Mexican food. I eat the grilled chicken and the rice with a dinner salad, no dressing, and eat 8 chips. That's my diet when I go to the Mexican food. Her and Johnny drink margaritas until they drink each other under the table. And then I'm the driver. That's who I am. So anyway, that was fun. But that's funny, her and Keithy on the same timeline. I know. I just love hiking. I can't help it. But that's what I was going to say. I think people have to align their success in a different way. I love tacos too, with chicken in them. I don't want a bunch of gunk on them. I think we have to align the way that we focus in a different way. What is our measure of success? I know that I had different viewpoints for success. And at this point in my life, the most successful thing I've ever done is have my children and have them still around me. That's my most successful thing. There's nothing, nothing I can do better. There's nothing I've done better. I wasn't the best at it, but I still have my children and I had my children and I tried really hard. So that was like the best thing I tried. I mean, in my life that I did. So sometimes we make things in a certain direction because we're taught, we're manipulated to do that. And the TV is very much like that. I mean, beating cancer twice. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Blocked Raven King. I don't even know who Raven King is, but fuck them. Sorry, cancer's a hard thing. I've seen cancer on people and the way that it shows me, it sprouts out of the body. So it sprouts and you know what? I actually think cancer is an alien. And I think something about the human body is stagnant. And the alien, which is the cancer, can live off the stagnation and flourish because it doesn't have any competition around it. So I think when we're happy and our energy's elevated and we keep moving, not necessarily physically, but mentally, I'm sorry about your dad. I think the cancer can't grow in a happy body. If it does, I think it can be taken out. Bill Gates is lactose intolerant. God, that's disgusting. But I feel like if the energy is constantly moving and thinking and changing, I think the cancer doesn't want to grow there. I think when it finds stagnation, it thinks it can build its colony. But the way that I saw cancer, and this was from Farrah Fawcett when I did the video, the way that I saw cancer, it was like this lotus flower that like blossomed. So it thought it was living in a good neighborhood. Now, let's do this in a different way. Let's say we build a house and we build a house on the top of a beautiful mountain, and we build it there because we see a view and we see pine trees and we see the beautiful lake at the bottom. And what do? We come in like a cancer, even though we are good people and we have a beautiful house and we're going to have happy kids and dogs, and we build up all over the animals' home. So the animals in essence die while we put our building there, and it seems like we can build there and we don't have any ill intent, but the animals then are pushed back and die. That's how the cancer feels inside of our body. Just like we do when we build the houses in the animals' land. That's what I saw. And Farrah showed me that. She kind of showed me that. Okay, have you heard of Anthony? See, there's that name Anthony. I gotta hate it now because of the trolls. The name Anthony I just don't like anymore. This is so funny. She's still texting me. I'm like, I'm on YouTube. She probably thinks I'm like on YouTube, watching YouTube as opposed to on YouTube, right? So funny. But anyway, I had that thing last year too. What thing? I gotta look what she's saying here. This thing twice. Wait, what thing? Oh, I had this thing too last year. What thing? Tell me. Okay, so there you go. Now I'm in the middle of this conversation. I don't know. Maybe she saw an alien. Melinda and Bill Gates, ask yourself, okay, ask yourself, what kind of person wants to push vaccines on the entire world? Who even thinks like this? Somebody who is greedy. Now, I've had this conversation with several. Oh, exactly. Coronavirus. We did too. We did too. We all had it in November and December. So, like, we did too. November. All of us in our family had it. You want to know how we figured out we got it? You want to hear this one? You want to hear this one? Keithy was working for a company where they bring in all their product and sell it in America from China. Guess what comes in from China on all the wrapping that's plastic and glasses and all this stuff that you put in? It was his weekend job. So guess what that is? What comes in from China? Huge freights full of all of the product from China. Guess who got sick? Then the rest of us got sick. It went all through our house. And even John in his 70s, he was sicker than he normally is, and he took the Z-Pack. But even him, who's on certain medicines and is considered over the age of 60, all of that didn't automatically die, okay? And we didn't all run to the doctor. And then I got it, and Jason actually got it the best. But I think it came in on the packaging, actually, is what I think. I'm not sure that it didn't come in on the package. I think we all had it, and we didn't all fucking die, okay? It's a different strain of corona. It's more contagious. Oh, well, I didn't see you stopping anything when AIDS was running around. I really didn't. Herpes, half the population had, oh, Jeff is a troll too. Jeff, go away, you troll. We don't want no trolls here. We don't want no trolls here. Trolls, go away. Fuck those trolls. Okay, so anyway, herpes, half the world has herpes, okay? Half the freaking world has herpes. They're not stopping people. What about herpes on people's mouths? They're not stopping people from getting blowjobs, are they? Herpes is running rampant all over the planet. People have herpes and unknowingly infect people with herpes, and they don't get locked in their own house. And they're going out with their dicks with herpes on it, infecting innocent young women, because I've had this happen to clients who are devastated, by the way, with a bunch of shame and crap. And they've done it, and they've done it deliberately, as in they don't want to wear a condom or they don't want to tell the girl. And they haven't been forced in their house, right? Or could they wear a mask over their dick? Maybe they should put a mask around their pants so we know that that has a virus. Maybe that's what they should do, right? But I'm serious. It's like bizarre. This is bizarre. I think we've all had this. Let's see. I was first hit in October and then over Thanksgiving, and it hit me like pneumonia. Finally stopped coughing in January. She probably had it. You had it. See, I think we had it in California, really, because it went all over the place. It went everywhere. But I don't understand why and I know I'm going to lose friends. I know people are not going to talk to me if they watch these. Like, people that are my friends are no longer going to be my friends. Yeah, we already had it here. These people are not going to like me because I'm speaking out of turn and I'm speaking against the agenda. And but yet I have to like them. If they have a differing opinion from me, I have to like them, right? So they expect me to eat their fucking comments. They expect me to swallow their comments. I'm regurgitating their comments back and speaking my own comments. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm sick of doing it. I will not do it anymore. But it is interesting that we do all kinds of stuff, but the herpes thing is out of control. I mean, I think they're saying over 50% of the population has that. People, stop. Tell people you have herpes before you're with them. And if you're sick, stay at home. I mean, what's wrong? And I mean, but you know what? Here's the thing. We all have to work. We all have to work, right? So we have to pay bills. Yeah, see, and they kept working. See, she's so psychic, this one. We all have to pay bills, and we all have to keep working because we have to pay bills. So we're not allowed to be sick. And, you know, I mean, I guess unless you've got like that kind of headache where you can't get up out of bed. I mean, I have been that sick a few times in my life. But even I've gone around with walking pneumonia. I had it as a teenager quite a bit because I was very asthmatic. So I had it quite a bit. I would get run down and I'd have pneumonia and I'd still go to work because I still had to pay bills. We have to pay bills. So what are we supposed to do in this country? Some people are 1 month away from losing pretty much everything they have, as we can see, because we're on lockdown. And that is unfair, not correct. But we've got Bill and Melinda Gates going out to the public going, please like us. No, little man, needle jabby person. No, with your needle jabby. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? He's nobody. And why doesn't he make a vaccine for the herpes people? There's his vaccine. There's your vaccine, buddy. Go back and be the herpes guy. He should be the king of herpes. That's what we should do. We should make him do that, right? It's very bizarre. Just getting another message now on the herpes front of things. Oh no. Somebody just beat me at exercising. I'm kidding. I have to go back to exercising. Yeah, Bill Gates is a herpes. Exactly. You can never get rid of him. That's exactly right. He's like herpes. He's just the gift that keeps on giving, right? I mean, what is that? It's very strange. It's very strange that we as people don't see this. I don't even know why I'm on this planet because I almost can't stand it. And I'm considered, in my family, I'm considered not my family of kids, my family of origin, the least educated, the least smart, the most crazy, the least logical, a lunatic, but I can see it. So if I can see it, how come these people who are educated can't see it? Like with actual college degrees, why are they not seeing this? I don't understand. I think sheeple. I know they say sheeple, but I just can't believe they're all sheeples. There's got to be something else we're not seeing. There's got to be something else. There literally has to be something else we're not seeing. It might be a level of awareness energetically that, and like a 10-year-old can't see things. Herpes Gates. Somebody just left me money for Herpes Gates. Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you for that. There must be a level of energy that is vibrating somewhere else. Maybe it's down here. Like when you're a little kid and somebody, just a perfect example, when you're 10 or 11 or 9 and you see your baby sister born or your baby brother and your mom says, oh, it came out of wherever, but doesn't tell you. Maybe you're 7. Okay. So you don't know about sex yet. Maybe you're 2 and you don't know about sex, right? In this world. But so you come out and your mom says, one day you'll have a baby. Well, a 7-year-old doesn't understand that really. They're like, okay, baby comes out of the tummy, but they don't really understand it. So there's a level of awareness energetically that is a little bit different when you're there. So maybe the people they can't see are just like the little kid that doesn't understand where the baby's going to come from. Maybe it's literally energetically. Oh yeah, the schooling. See, I never finished school, so I never listened to any of these people. Yes, shungite would help with 5G. Shungite you can put by your cell phone and it definitely helps. Shungite helps, definitely, totally helps. Shungite is very good, actually. Let's see. Oh, the Georgia Guidestones, isn't it? I was not familiar with that until 2 weeks ago. I've been to Georgia and didn't know these Georgia Guidestones existed. Who's the anarchist, atheist, control freak, evildoer that put those up? I heard it was, what's his name? Fonda's ex-husband. What the hell is his name? Oh my God. Oh my God, the news guy, Ted, what's his name? Jane Fonda was married to him. Turner, thank you. Turner Classic Movies. I'm like, that guy, Ted Turner. So I think they say that Ted Turner put them up, which means he's kind of like a fucking racist now, but he always kind of was a racist, right? But we only respect people when they have billions of dollars. That's all we expect. That's all we respect as people. I don't understand it at all. I just don't like these people, but start doing your research. For everybody on here who listens to me, please don't listen to me. This is just like my channel, and so that's why I do it. I just talk about the things I believe in, but start doing your research, which so many of you do, but really research yourself and start seeing if things add up to you. Start seeing if they make sense to you, because if it doesn't make sense to you, no matter what somebody's saying to you, you know, all the conversation about narcissists right now, where women date narcissists, men date narcissists. You know, people are narcissists, right? Well, they don't have souls. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but they really don't. They're not operating on a soul level. Okay, they're not operating on that level. They're operating on a level of greed and maliciousness that is entirely different than a lot of other people. So on a particular level, they're not operating from the God source. So when you look at it like that, they will only come after you for what they want. These people that run our country are doing the same damn thing. They are exactly like that. We have been tricked by a bunch of narcissists who are running the country, Ted Turtle. We've been tricked by these people because of our need to believe. And believe me, there's nobody else that doesn't want to go to a movie or really watch a music show, who doesn't really want to do these things. I want to do these things, but I'm having a real hard time with people that have so much abundance in the world and they're such shitty people. I don't want to hear about actors that do shitty things anymore. I don't want to know about the shitty things that you do. I don't want to know about it. You should not be rewarded for your shitty things. Good people just lost their businesses because they can't go to work because the government says it's not a necessity. Says who it's not a necessity? To whom are you speaking? Who gave you the authority to decide? You're not my authority and you don't know what my necessities are. So, I mean, if I have something where I have a mental problem, where I have anxiety, my necessity may be that I need to go buy a teddy bear to cuddle at night. Or my necessity, I may need to go and be able to pick out new nails. Or I may be able to go to Walmart and look at t-shirts. Maybe that's my necessity. Who the fuck are they to tell you? Because they don't think it's a necessity? Who are these people living in their multi-million-dollar homes, sitting there, oh, stay at home? Some people don't even have but an apartment with 8 people in it. I mean, come on. What are you talking about? And I'm shocked the gangbangers aren't out. I'm kind of disappointed. I was expecting like some kind of, shenanigans to go on. I mean, at least we had a car chase. This tells you things are going back to normal if there's a car chase in Los Angeles. I mean, it's fabulous because that's what we turn it on. We turn it on for mild rainstorms, our television, and car chases. That's what we focus on here. So car chases are like the height of our day. We love the car chases. We love the, criminal crashed into light pole and ran over pedestrian who lived and was perfectly fine and climbed over a fence and went over that way. We live for this. We love it. It hasn't been going on. I'm not understanding. Car chases are constant. I know. Well, where are they right now? Are you telling me? No, I've seen some people racing recently and I was like so happy to see them racing, even though they bug me, these little shits. It's always, guys, and they're always racing, and you just kind of want to maneuver your car sideways so they can't get by you, but you don't because you don't want to be an asshole. But they started to race, so that's starting to go on. They're even starting to race down the street again, which I wouldn't say is good because it's high speed, but at least that seems more normal to me. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. And then the government is saying, if you're good, we'll let you do this. If you're good. If you're good. I don't need you fucking telling me, because when I die, I cross out of this place on my own and I cross over. Therefore, I don't need you to tell me how to get there. I know what I need to do for me. That's another thing that people need to understand. And no, it's not. I know people are going to say it's, oh, what a rooftop party got busted. I wish I was there at the rooftop party, dancing and doing stuff. I wouldn't normally do that, but if they have a rooftop party, I'm going. Okay, I'm going. I'm going. Like we're adult children. I know, like we're being scolded. The thing is, I really believe as a society, and now I understand, like I literally understand how all the Jewish people got murdered when Hitler was in charge, because nobody did a fucking thing. They just sat there and went, oh, those poor people, and then went back to their lives over here and ignored this, which is what these fucking idiots are doing. They're in the house and they're just saying, well, it'll be over soon enough. I can promise you this, and this is not psychic. They're going to let us out again, and they're going to do it again because we fell for it this time. We did it just like a narcissist boyfriend that dumps you when he finds 600 other women to go fuck and then can't be bothered with you because he's done with you. And then those women dump him and then he comes back over here to you. Somebody misses Burbank. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get out with anything over there because it's weird. Anyway, there's a real problem with this, that we're not all standing together because people are afraid to lose their jobs. But unless we stand up, we're going to be railroaded. And then people are saying, I've been getting emails, you're an idiot. I wish you wouldn't espouse that, out loud. You should stop talking about this. No, I really can't. So I can't. But it's just interesting that people will not stand up for their rights, and they will allow themselves, like stupid people, to be kicked in the face over and over again by a government that steals from you, basically. I mean, they're stealing from you. They're taking your taxes. Where are your taxes going right now? And why the hell are they asking for more money for masks and shit? Use the lottery money that you don't give to the school teachers. Use the lottery money. And here's another thing. I think it was in Ohio. You guys got to check for yourselves. But Jeffrey Epstein won the lottery twice, and I believe it's Ohio. Now I got to Google that. So the lottery is fixed. And why was Jeffrey Epstein winning the lottery? And twice. Why? 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 Oh, was it a payoff? Was it a payoff for something? Who runs that state? And what little kid did they rape that Jeffrey Epstein was getting paid off? For the lottery number. And don't you notice, Jeffrey Epstein lottery wins. Okay, let's see. He won, it was Oklahoma, pardon me. That fucker, won. I'm sorry about my mouth tonight. I'm going to really practice on being more non-sweary. Hidden Epstein records indicate he won a $41 million Oklahoma lottery payout. And that was he run it on July 2nd of 2008. Just one day after convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein started to serve his 18-month jail term in Florida. His New Mexico financial planning company called Zorro Trust won the Oklahoma Power Lottery, paying out $41.3 million and ultimately connected nearly $30 million in after-tax winnings. Very interesting. Let's see. Jeffrey Epstein's New Mexico spread in his black book identifies a column as Epstein Jeffrey Zorro Ranch with a phone listing for Bryce and Karen, the very same Bryce M. Gordon, who is the manager of Zorro Trust. There you go. That guy's winning the lottery, but you and I, if we don't pay our light bill, they turn it off. If we don't pay our taxes, they put the vice grips around our balls. I don't have balls, but you get the point. That's what they do. So this guy is winning the lottery while he's on his way to jail, which was the payoff, by the way. Make no mistake about that. It's very interesting when you look at all of this. And so I don't know why people refuse to see it. Thank you for that, Tracy. I see Tracy there. Thank you. I don't understand, where did all the money go? Well, it went to payouts to whatever he was doing. Ghislaine Maxwell, she's a horrible person. She's a woman selling other women, not supporting, selling. She's a woman throwing other women under the bus. She's a very bad person because we women know what it's like to be abused as women, a lot of us. And for her to do that to young women is beyond disgusting. It's a codependent relationship with that Jeffrey Epstein. Thank you for that. Had no idea what that said, but it's codependent. It's a codependent relationship and it's wrong. Wash your mouth. Yeah, I wish I could wash my mouth, but fuck, I can't. I don't see a better word. I'm sorry. It's just who I am. People always say that. They go, oh, that's not very classy and you're classy. Yeah, I never said I was classy. I just am who I am. I am this. This is who I am. Doesn't matter what I look like. This is how I speak, whether you guys like it or not. Epstein, is Epstein dead? I can't pick his money up. I like his money. I can't pick his energy up, but I can't pick it up. I feel like he jumped bodies actually. So maybe maybe I feel like he might be a walk-in in a different person. I just saw that triple Libra going by there. Thank you, triple Libra. Okay, there's that. Let's see this. Okay, 1932 Nobel Prize winner Dr. Otto Warburg proved no infectious disease, not even cancer, can exist in proper oxygen and non-acidic pH. The truth about cancer and cancer tutor sites. Okay, I believe that it is. It's inflammation and it's your pH level. So that's exactly right. It's the texture of the energy that it goes in. It's very interesting. I have just ranted for way too long. And this is the longest rant I've been on. So I actually think right now, because it's getting late, I have to go to bed. Actually, I just looked at the time. I literally have to go to bed. Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry. I ranted and did nothing else. I'll make it up to you later. I literally have to go to bed because I have to be up early. And now I'm late. I'm going to miss my sleep. Okay. Thank you, guys. Oh, my God. And I'm just going to bed right now. Thank you. Mwah. Bye, you guys. I've got to be up super early. Okay. That's okay. Got a shower. Yeah, I got to wash all this crap off my face and creep out in the morning. Oh, have a good night, you guys. Sorry for ranting, but do your research. Everybody research. Look up that stuff. Look up that stuff about JFK Jr. and Monica Lewinsky on Jay Leno's show. Look that up. Please look that up so you can actually listen to it and go, ding, oh my God, right? I love each and every one of you, not the trolls. I don't love the trolls. The trolls are mean and I don't like them. They're not my friends. I'm not friends with trolls unless they're nice trolls. You can be a troll, but that just means you have messy hair. But you cannot be a mean troll. That's exactly, oh, that's right. We have to pray. So what are we? This is each of us saying it to ourselves. I am abundantly healthy, happy, and joyous now. I am abundantly healthy and happy and joyous now. And we're going to pray for all of the people to see the world the way that it is and still choose to be joyful and express themselves. Like, we're going to pray for people to see the world and accept it, that it has nothing to do with them, and that together with all of us raising our vibration, we can actually really be happy in our own space, no matter what they're trying to do. Doesn't matter what they're doing. So that's what we're going to do. And we are all healthy, even if we're not, like if we're slightly mentally off or something, it's fine. I'm never cleaning my mouth out. Sorry. We are happy, healthy, joyous, abundant. So we all say, oh no, I lost my sense of smell and taste. Oh no. Okay, so you're going to say, I am enjoying my sense of smell and taste now. That's what you're going to say. You're just going to keep saying it 15 times a day in your own mind. That's what you're going to say. All right, you guys, I love you all. I'll be back. Mwah. Thank you so much. And if I don't thank you personally or I haven't answered your email, I'm trying really hard to answer everybody's. I am trying to do that. So I promise you, it's not because I'm a bitch who's ignoring people. It's because I get so many different emails. Oh, okay. Bye, you guys. Bye. Have a good night.